Hi, I'm Scott Simmerman. I'd like to talk a little bit about the Square Wheels tools that you can use for involving and engaging people in workplace improvement. Basically, it's a really simple concept. Why use square wheels when round wheels already exist in the wagon? Please note that my business is involved in selling inexpensive toolkits, so please don't steal these cartoons from me. If you'd like to get a toolkit, we will make them readily available to you. Everything's copyrighted. We start with this whole issue of the square wheels wagon. We have wagon pushers. They're working hard pushing the wagon from behind, but they can't see where they're going. We have wagon pullers. They can see where they're going, but they can't see really where they've been. Communication's hard. The rope tends to isolate and insulate them from the thumps and bumps of the wagon. The square wheels, they work, but they don't work smoothly. The wagon's okay. Nothing wrong with the wagon. But the round wheels exist in the wagon. They're the cargo. But as you can see clearly, it's hard to see them. The people are so busy pulling and pushing the wagon forward, the journey. They've got goals of timeliness and cost and all that, and they're just so busy doing the job that they can't stop and see opportunities for improvement. So it's a simple concept that we use, and we just involve and engage people. We've used these cartoons now for over 20 years, and they generate an active involvement and a participation by the wagon pushers and the wagon pullers. We've worked with all kinds of organizations, 38 countries now. I have yet to see an organization that did not have a lot of ideas about what could be improved everywhere, and most of those had impact. I've yet to see an organization that did not have a significant emotional frustration around the things that weren't being improved. I've yet to see an organization that didn't have all sorts of really good ideas for impacting people and performance at the worker level, at the supervisor level. And I've yet to see an organization that didn't have fun playing with this metaphor of square wheels and round wheels and the issues and opportunities for improvement that exist. They're all about things like engagement, teamwork, continuous improvement of workplace practices, innovation, creativity, leadership, facilitation, intrinsic motivation, and many other aspects of people and performance in the workplace. So we start really simply. We just show that illustration and say, how might this model represent how organizations really work? We give them a worksheet. We give them a few minutes of time to play with the ideas. Then we begin to ask them what they saw. And here's just one page. I actually have 12 pages of these ideas that have come from workshop sessions. People just sharing their thoughts about issues and opportunities. The round wheels are already in the wagon. So the key thing we try to teach is don't just do something, stand there. Get some perspective. Think about what's happening and what could be done better, differently, faster, smoother. So after we get them to play in general with the cartoon, we then ask them what are some square wheels. This could be framed as intra-departmental discussions, interdepartmental discussions, leadership discussions. I mean, you can anchor this cartoon and concept to pretty much anything. And then once they play with ideas, we often get them to select one particular square wheel and then ask them to generate 3 round wheel ideas. We've got workshops and tools for that kind of use. We can also talk about other issues like the mud, the organizational glop, the goo, the politics, the bureaucracy, and we can get ideas about how to best manage those kinds of things. We talk about spectatorship. They stand around going, nah, bad, they're not much involved. We can talk about how we involve and engage these unmotivated, unengaged people because they are motivated. They can be engaged. We just need to redirect their energy. So again, we do this with the cartoons. We ask people what's wrong. We ask people what they could do differently. The view from the front of the wagon is quite different than the view from the back of the wagon. So we often take the time to talk about missions and visions and goals. We can talk about change, and I've done a lot of things with the whole concept of change in SlideShare and in other places, teaching the caterpillar to fly. We can play with issues of collaboration and innovation. People getting together, sharing different perspectives, generating better outcomes. We can talk about intrinsic motivation, people making personal improvements to their workplace, to their work themselves, to their whole process of getting things done. We can motivate people by involving and engaging them in doing things differently. We can talk about this whole issue of celebrating success, teams, looking toward what they've accomplished, looking toward the reality of the horse, looking toward the future of the train. All of these are related to this process of involvement and engagement in workplace improvement. So I use this as my signature file. Things I must do more. Stop. Step back from the wagon. Stand there. Ask for ideas. Listen to ideas. Allow people to try things. Celebrate the successes. And smile. Feel good about continuous improvement. And then repeat. We sell these Square Wheels toolkits. We also sell team building games. My flagship exercise is called The Search for the Lost Dutchman's Gold Mine. I'm Scott Simmerman. I'm the managing partner of Performance Management Company, and we'd love to have your business and your support.